In this episode of Star Trek Attack Wing Tactical Cable, we'll be talking about the Alpha Hunter. The Alpha Hunter is a Hirogen ship from Voyager and a very well-statted medium-sized ship. So let's talk about the Alpha Hunter real quick. So the basic stats are 4, 2, 3, 4, so very nice basic stats with 4 tech and 2 evades for only 26 points. Another excellent upgrade bar with 2 techs, 2 weapons, and a crew. And its special ability is after a move, you may perform a sensor echo action with a 1 maneuver as a free action, even if not cloaked. So that is a great ability to make sure that you can get in firing arc. But it's very important to have a high captain skill deck because you want to see other people move before that happens. So the Alpha Hunter is just an amazing little ship, surprisingly powerful actually for the price. It's a little easy to kill, but that can be partially mitigated. So you do want a high captain skill, so there are a couple options. Probably your first bet is going to be the Alpha Hunter's Captain Carr. And when attacking during the modified attack dice step, you may re-roll any one of your attack dice twice. In addition, if your captain skill is greater than target ship's captain skill, you gain +1 attack die. And since he's 8, there's a good chance he's going to be higher than most of the captains you face. So he's an excellent choice for a captain, as is Khan from the USS Reliant, where you get to use your battle stations to convert to crits instead of hits, and again, he's captain skill 8. Carr also has the ability of taking 2 elite talent slots instead of just 1. And since the lower price of the ship at only 26, that's not a bad way to start. So probably the single most important upgrade you're going to take for the Alpha Hunter is the improved deflector screens from the Garneris upgrade, or ship. When defending during the compare research step, if you have any active shields, cancel 1 hit or crit. Discard as upgrade if your shields are destroyed. It may only be purchased for a hull value of 3 or less. So this is, when you have a small ship, 3 or less, improved deflector screens is your first upgrade, always. So if you do take just the Alpha Hunter, the Carr, and the improved deflector screens, you're sitting right at 35 points. So that makes it an excellent secondary ship to go with a 50-point brute force ship. Because it is nice to have the sensor echo and the battle stations on it. So what are some other good options if you want to try and reduce the price level even more? So you can take the Alpha Hirogen, which is the only non-skill 1 non-unique captain. When attacking with your primary weapon, you convert one of your blank results to a hit result for 4 points. That's not a bad ability. That's not a bad ability at all for a 6-skill captain. Nothing to complain there. Or you can even use the Gorn Commander, which has the same ability, except also works for non-primary weapons for 3 points and 4 skill. Again, both of these also have elite talents. So those are 2 options for, again, a faction pure build to reduce the price a little bit. So what else can we add on to this? So a couple things to think about. First would probably be a Gorn raiding party, again from the Garneris. And if you're not cloaked, disable all your remaining shields and target ship at range 1 to 2 that is not cloaked. So that's it. Ship disables 2 of its shields, and if it has no active shields or this action causes it to have no shields, you may discard this card instead and disable all upgrades on the target ship. It's kind of a 5 points, but you don't have to discard it. It's only a disable to reduce 2 shields, and if you're talking 4 attack dice with the or 5 depending if you're on a lower captain skill, taking out those 2 shields could mean the difference between a ship that lives and a ship that doesn't. So the Gorn raiding party, I mean, it's a 5-point card, but I think it's one of the better independent crew slots you can take. Then they use the oft-talked about lure, which it's got a lot of text, but basically it allows you to change the maneuver of a ship. Again, it's a 5-point discard, but it's not an action because it is during the planning phase. Or the target ship may disregard the maneuver and not move that turn. So lure is a great elite talent, and it still gives you another elite talent slot if you use Carr. Another option would be the emergency shutdown. I think this is from the Daedalus upgrade or ship. You may discard this card to disregard your maneuver and not move. If you do so, you don't get any actions this round, so you don't get the free sensor echo. But it could be a very well-timed suddenly I don't get to move thing, where someone was planning on blocking you or with another ship or something similar like that, and just suddenly being able to not move is pretty much a very underrated and almost not found ability in this game. So there are some other crew options. You can take Luther Sloan. I think this is from a price ship though, so everyone will have it, but basically allows you to look at everyone else's maneuver dials. And there's a couple other good cards. I don't have them handy right now that would work very well for this. The first thing that comes to mind is Croesus. He's a 5-point dual faction card that came with the Soon. And that allows you to it's an action, discard this card to target a ship at range 1, disable 1 crew or 1 tech upgrade of your choice, then steal 1 crew upgrade of your choice from that ship. So Croesus is a very powerful card, which would be great in that crew slot as well. If you were to take something like, say, Chakotay, which gives you an extra crew slot, you could then take Goval, also from the Soon, who's a 1-point crew that would block Croesus from being discarded. So you can use those 2 slots, but I probably wouldn't take Chakotay for that, just for that. But just Croesus is an option. Some other options you might have is Navigational Deflector for one of your tech slots. You may discard to cancel 1 hit result, so again, it's damage mitigating. Or and you also get defense dice against minefields, obstacles and minefields. So, which is not too bad when you have 2 defense, and mines usually only do 3. So there's another option for the Alpha Hunter. So the Alpha Hunter is a surprisingly good little ship. Doesn't need a lot of upgrades to be effective. That free sensor echo ability allows for a very nice arc, not so much arc dodging, but because there's a lot of ships that get around that these days. But very nice way to get into firing range of your ship so that you can fire even if you normally wouldn't be able to. So that's, I think, all we covered in this episode, and thanks for watching.